Hey guys, and welcome to the last build that I have to contribute for the Brindleton Baes. Oh, I'm all sad. Also slightly delirious as I'm recording this at 11:15, and I've been working on this video all day. So apologies for any weird things that I say. The state of delirium has seriously set in. Also, quick note, sorry for not putting in proper ceiling lights into this build. I just realised I uploaded it, did all the play testing, uploaded it, and I was like, yeah, I haven't put ceiling lights in. They're all those spotlights, and I normally just put those in for building and then swap them out for proper kind of decorative lights. Yeah, forgot that. So apologies for having to put in lights if you download this. But anyway, this is as I said, my last build for the Brindleton Baes, and this is also the last build to complete Sable Square. If you have been downloading them along the way, then this is the last build to complete Sable Square. And I think and we've already started on the kind of like beachfront area. Does that have a name? No idea. But earlier I watched Pineapple's video, her Victorian, and that was one of those ones close to the beach. But anyway, you should also watch out for Freezer Bunny's next video. That is going to be up today also. So more to look forward to. All of the channels of everybody that is in this collab is going to be down in the description box. So if you haven't been watching so far this week, where have you been? But I'll just do a quick catch up. The Brindleton Baes is myself, Irrelevant Sims, Gavin Sims, Devon Bumpkin, Pineapple, Simlissy, and Freezer Bunny. So the 7 of us have been collaborating and completely making over the entire world of Brindleton Bay, and we are nearly done. I also have to say that at the beginning of next week sometime, depending how quick I am, basically I'm going to put together a world save file, so you'll be able to download the file and put it straight into your game and not have to place all the lots. But you can of course place the lots as you go along if you want to. They're all up on the gallery. Make sure to go and follow all of us over there on the gallery, because unfortunately at the moment hashtags are not working on so we're hashtagging everything. Hopefully when they sort out the gallery, then our hashtags will work again. But yeah, unfortunately you can't search with the hashtag Brindleton Baes because the hashtags don't work at the moment. I've noticed on all of my uploads that I've done, the only hashtag there is P. If I've used a word beginning with P, it will take one of them and make it hashtag P. So I think all you can do at the moment is search hashtag pig. I don't know. It's not much use. But anyway, right. So to this build, I have had the great privilege of doing a vet clinic for this build. So my idea was to make it more of a farmhouse, converted farmhouse into a veterinary clinic. This area you can see off into the distance, there's like a hay field at the end. If you haven't, I would advise you actually to go into like the tab camera, the camera mode, and just fly to the end past Brent and Brant's house, and there is a field there. It's got like hay bales and stuff. It's basically a farm at the end of the street. And there's also aeroplanes sitting there. So there's a little mini, what's it called? Airport. That's the one. Seriously, it's delirium setting in, as I said. Yeah, the end, like off into the distance, is amazing. So I advise you to go and visit everything that is at the end of the street. But this was taking inspiration from that. So we went country. So that's why we've got a farmhouse. Now, this little bit on the side is a garage, and I've seen a couple of farmhouses on Pinterest that have this kind of covered walkway over into a garage, and I really, really like that idea. So nabbed it and put it in this build, and I kind of like it. So you'll see me here just playing around trying to recreate the garage door, and then you can see there's like these little weird wall bits still not cut out, so they kind of look yucky. But I have a play around, and I actually managed to figure out how to do a garage door. Now, from all of the Pinterest searching that I've been doing, I noticed lots of the garage doors actually look a bit like barn doors. So this isn't meant to be a barn, it's just meant to be a garage. And I've sized up the barn doors, they're actually called barn doors in the game, and also put a regular size one in there. I'll change the colour of them in a bit, but I just wanted to show you my complete indecisiveness on the wallpapers. I started off green. There is not a lovely green colour siding in this game. Please, could I just have that siding in that previous darker green? Would have been perfect. I really wanted this farmhouse to be green, but it wasn't working for me. The contrast wasn't enough between that green and all of the white of the windows. So I do switch over to like blue. I call it more periwinkle. That's how I'm feeling. But anyway, all of these awnings here, I know we did get the awning with cats and dogs, but it didn't quite look right over here. So I've made my own little awnings to go above the garage doors, and it's really for decoration, that garage door. It's not functional, but I figured out in the end how to make it look completely like it's, you know, slid open a little bit, was to downsize a archway and move it all the way up. So if you don't know, if you have move objects on and you have an archway, you can press 9, it will raise up and it will cut out everything that is below. So instead of just cutting out the normal amount, it will continue and raise and cut out more of the wall. So I slid the arch all the way up to the top of the wall height, and then I was like, there's these ugly arches showing. I tried covering up with drain pipes, spent forever on it, by the way, which I've cut out. You're welcome. And then I realised we can size down now. So what I did was downsized the arch so you can't see it. So I think when you put the walls down, you might see a tiny bit of a floating arch, but it's not that noticeable at all. At least from here, you can't see it. If you can't see it, it doesn't exist. Anyway, lots of footage I had to cut out of this because I just went over and over again. I think I did the landscaping all square and it just looked horrible, so I've cut that out of the footage, and you just see the lovely curve like thing. I just tend to go for curved landscaping just because the builds are always so square. We don't have curved walls. cough curved walls. So I always do the landscaping curved. Maybe if we had curved walls, I'd stop doing square landscaping. Probably. That is on my hit list of things I would love. Curved walls. Like we have curved fences, so why can't we have curved walls? I have no idea how games are made. I'm probably demanding that the world, but you know. Hey, if they could put toddlers in, and if they could put, what else do they give us? New roofs, size down. If they can do all that stuff, they can do curved walls, I'm sure. I would have loved for them to put curved walls in with this pack, actually, because they have round roofs. I'm like, why do you need a round roof when we can't make round walls? you know, don't want to be too salty. It's obviously way too late and I'm just getting seriously salty, and it's going to be the weirdest commentary you've probably ever heard from me, but yeah, I'm beyond. I was meant to finish this build off yesterday with plenty of time. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this, finish it on the Friday night. Yep, family emergency, was not at home, lost my entire evening. Don't worry, everything's fine now, false alarm. But, yep, lost my entire evening. I was going to try and finish it off on my laptop. Took my laptop, forgot the mouse, and I cannot Sims on a laptop. Literally, I'd be simming like a 5-year-old. It's bad, like seriously bad. So I didn't end up doing anything on this build last night, and I had to do it all today, and I'm paying for it right now. But I hope you like it anyway. I have play tested this. My sim self moved in, and there are some farmyard animals. I don't know if you spotted them in the like little intro fly through thing, but there is this amazing creator on the gallery. I think they've also got a Tumblr. I can't remember what their username is, but I'm going to put it. Oh, hold on. I've got it. Kaylin. Oh, I don't even know how to say it. They've got a number in their name instead of a letter. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, in the description, I'll link. I won't link. I'll put the username of the person that makes all of these amazing animals. You may have seen them if you're on Twitter. I've seen like tigers going around and all that kind of stuff, wild animals. It's all from one person has created all of them. And so I downloaded goats, 2 different types of sheep, and a calf. So the black and white thing you see in the fly through is meant to be a calf, but they're all dogs. So yeah, I was gonna put in they made a rabbit, but it wasn't very rabbit-like to me. It was a rabbit with pointy up ears, and I all of my rabbits have droopy lop ears. Yeah, and also all of the colouring on the coat was all done with paint. So even when I tried to change the colour, because it was like this kind of reddishy colour, the rabbit, I wanted to change it to grey and I couldn't because it was all painted on. I was like, yeah, I have not got time to paint on all of your texture again. Thank you very much. Anyway, we are doing the shop here. I've cut out loads of the mundane stuff where I've been raising and copying and moving stuff, because boy did my life drain away putting these bowls here, putting the food up on that shelf, and putting what else, all of those cats and dog china thingies. So this is a shop attached to the vets, but unfortunately, because we can't assign multiple different types of lot categories to one lot, it's purely decorational. So if you do decide to use this, you're going to be paying a lot for decoration in here, but it looks kind of cute. And we have a van like backed up to the garage door on the side, like a delivery is in progress, which I thought was kind of cute. I've done that on another build as well. I think my Parisian apartment, I did that. I really like that idea of, and I think I did it on another one. I think I did a loft, industrial loft, yeah, and I did that as well. So putting in all these balls, because it needs to be in a container and we don't have any containers to put it in. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. I just wish we could make it a retail store, but we can't. Boo. I suppose I need to do a like pet store or something, but there are so many online, you know, when you're just seeing trust me, I have watched all of the same videos you have watched. I have watched them too. I'm constantly watching Sims videos like all day long. As I'm working my regular day job, I have my laptop at the side, I'm on my iMac, and I'm watching Sims videos, I'm like, refresh, when is the next video coming? Why is there none? The whole time difference thing, I'm just always so annoyed. I get up in the morning and there's no new videos and I'm like, oh, life sucks. But yeah, I've watched so many like pet stores and stuff. Oh, by the way, I wanted to put in here, this is like the stock room storage, so we didn't have space to put all of those cat scratching thingy, what are they called, jungly gym things. Yeah, we didn't have enough space for those, so we put them in storage. And also I've used the debug, those sprays on top there are what your vet normally sprays on your animal to cure it if they've got some weird fly things hovering around them. You'll see that in the fly through as well, actually. The vet that I employed, she's one of the townies, I completely forgotten her name, apologies, but yeah, she treats a cat and sprays them, and it's with one of those bottles. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different types, and of course I cut out all the footage of me wasting my life away and putting all of them on that shelf, but they look so cute. It was just kind of a struggle to find stuff to put in the pet store. I didn't want it to just be like food bowls, but that's meant to be like the second income to this vet's. So we've moved on to the reception area. I really want to use that front desk, and it does not take a computer on it, which I was annoyed about. So annoyed about, because it would have looked perfect, but yeah, I don't know why. I think it's even at the same level, but it just doesn't accept a computer. And for some reason with computers, you can't place them on anything with move objects. So you can't put a computer on the floor. It just won't accept it. I've forgotten what else there is in the game that does that, and you just can't. Oh, it's like microwaves. You can't just place them on the floor. Even if you've got moved objects on, it still does not do it. Nah. So I've put in a reception desk here just because I think it looks cute. I was thinking about putting a till here as well, but your Sims can't actually do anything with a till if it's not a retail lot, which is boring. I don't think they can even do much with it, even if it was a retail lot. All they can do is like open and close the store. But I put 2 of these check-in, what are they called? There's not a check-in desk. Check-in point, check-in machine. Yeah, those. I put 2 of those there. Those are what really your Sims are going to be using, but of course you can put your Sim there and they can play behind the reception desk. And I put those leashes there on the side, to the side of the desk, because at my vet's there's like these dog leash hooks. Well, they're normally on the reception desk. The reception desk at my vet's is made out of brick. So it's actually a brick wall and the desk is behind it. And attached to it, you can just like attach your dog's leash to it. So yeah, and they also have, I think they have a water bowl and like a food bowl, and they always have treats. Always have treats and give treats to all the dogs that come in. Because I have a great vets. Talking of vets, I had to make a, 3 trips to the vets this week. Monday, took Otis in for the snip. Balls be gone. And he all went great. Took him for his checkup on Wednesday. Vet was like, yeah, it's great, it's all healed nicely, you can go back in with the other 2, because you have to keep him separate because he's in recovery and he's like kind of injured. So I had to separate him from Ella and Ash. So I put him back with them on Wednesday, and by lunchtime I looked outside and he was chasing Ash like crazy, like completely different to anything he'd done before. I went out there and then I saw blood on the hay, like they have this little hay dispenser. I saw blood in it. I was like, oh my god. I thought Otis had like ripped open his wound or something. So I picked him up, looked underneath, couldn't see anything, all looked fine. Then I looked at Ash and his ear was bleeding, and I was like, oh my God. Took Otis out, put him back in the temporary hutch he was in, looked at Ash, and he has got like, I'd call it an inch cut in the middle of his ear at the bottom. So I'm pretty sure he's forever deformed from that. I took him to the vets and she was just like, yeah, it's just a superficial wound. Did I not want to hear that? It wasn't my favourite vet either. It was the one that I would never book an appointment with. There's 3 of them there and I would never pick this one. But she's like, yeah, it's just a superficial wound. I was like, he's scarred for life. There's an inch cut. His ear is literally split from the bottom 1 inch up. It's just flapping. It's in 2 bits. Yeah, that's apparently a superficial flesh wound. But anyway, yeah, so Otis is forever. He is in Coventry. He's been sent to Coventry. He is in purgatory. At the moment, he is separated until his hormones, like, calm down. Please let them calm down, and please let him be able to go back in with them once he's calmed down. I think I'm going to have to redo the whole bonding process as well, and I'm literally going to... I'm so not looking forward to that. When I was doing the bonding process, just FYI, I had 0 videos up on YouTube. 0. That's how much time it took out of my evening. I couldn't do anything for the channel. So, yeah. Fingers crossed they get on like a house on fire once his hormones have calmed down. Please praise the Lord. But then I have to go and get Ash the snip, and it's going to be the whole separated thing again. Oh, I can't take it. Anyway, back to this build. Let me do a rundown of what is actually in this place. So we have a consultation room downstairs, and then we have 2 consultation rooms upstairs, because I know you can have 3 vets. Technically, you could actually have 4 people working here. Well, you could have 4 more than 3 vets. You could have your sim and another member of their family, but I've allowed for 3 consultation rooms because, you know, you can hire 3 people. You can actually, in theory, just hire 3 people and not do any of the work yourself, and just live upstairs and claim the money. That's actually a good plan of action. But I wanted to put in here, yeah, so 3 consultation rooms. In the garage, it's actually going to be the surgery unit. So they do by default pick the consultation room that is downstairs, because there's 2 upstairs, but if the downstairs one is free, they do go and use that one, so it's a lot easier. And then they walk through and take them through to the surgery, and you can go and scan your pets in there. For doing the fly through, I had to run this as a vet, and I was like, yep, I'm about to do unnecessary surgery on this cat just for the fly through. But little did I know, because I haven't played with the vet at all, that you actually put the animal in the machine and you can scan. So this is the little surgery wing. It's meant to look like it's been fully renovated in here, which it has. You know, it's got all the clinical floors and the tiles on the walls. So this has all been fully kitted out. And of course, look, it's got a more modern door and everything. And I do end up putting in a little window so you can see through into this operating room, which I think they normally do that, so you can always see what's going on inside, as in like whether or not it's safe to go in. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. But I did size down that pet carrier, but for some reason the shadow is awful, like bigger than it would be at full size. I don't know what happened to that shadow, but yeah, apologies. Also, what goes great with this was these get to work lights, and also the drip. So it's kind of unrealistic in this game how your animal has surgery and it goes into that machine. It's kind of, I get why they did it. Like, it would have taken forever to do all the animation and everything for like real surgery being visible. So I get why they did it that way, but those little items from Get to Work go perfectly, just so we can pretend that maybe there was an operating table there or something. Anyway, so yeah, I talked about the consultation rooms, the surgery. There's 2 surgery rooms out there in the garage, and also plenty of toilets for your visitors to go in. There's that break room downstairs, so it's got a kitchen and sitting area with a TV there for your staff. It's meant to be the staff room, but to be quite honest, I don't think the staff take breaks in this. I don't think it's a thing. I think if they're there, they just work. So I'm not too sure. Anyway, that goes out into like the covered porch down there, which is really cute. I don't think I put a barbecue in, but I put in a seating area and a table so you can go out there and chill on your break. And upstairs we're doing now is the completely separate like apartment area. There's a door at the bottom of the stairs that lead up to this, which if you download this is already up on the gallery. If you download it, just make sure you lock that door first thing before you open up your vet surgery so that you don't get any random strangers just going up into your apartment upstairs. Now, as I'm getting these sofas out, I've got to say the struggle on sofas / love seats is real. This is just another request. If you make something a sofa, give us a love seat as well. Oh, there were so many nice sofas and there weren't versions of them as a love seat, and this space could only handle a love seat. I struggled. If you knew how long I struggled with that, just FYI, this is sped up 8 times faster than how quickly I did it. And even now it's taking a long time. I just wish every sofa was a love seat too. I just don't get why you would make one and not the other. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know. It's a struggle. But anyway, yeah, we've got this. There is only one bedroom upstairs. It is a kind of large one, but I saw this as a single sim, kind of really successful single sim living up here. And yeah, this definitely wouldn't be the first vet that you're going to run. I think you'd start off with a smaller one, to be quite honest. And here we have the only bathroom that I kept in. The others do not actually look like this, but they're of a pretty similar vein. Yeah, actually, they are pretty similar, apart from they don't have baths. And you'll see in the fly through that I bathe one of the goats in here. So yeah, had fun with that fly through. But I had to take a break halfway through. If you don't know, I get motion sickness from the fly throughs. So I took a break, edited all this footage for this speed build, and then went through and did the second half. And do you know what? Considering it's kind of more like a machinima for the fly through on this one, because I needed to show the vets in operation, it still was pretty short. I've been known for my fly throughs to go way too long. Like normally I can't find music to accompany it because my fly throughs are just too long. But anyway, there is a slight little fudging of the doors that are below in this room. So I've put the bed there to cover up where the top of the barn doors comes through the roof, through the floor. But you don't know, I don't notice them, and trust me, I'm picky, so I don't even notice them on here going behind. So I've just completely covered them up with those cabinets and the bed, and I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, this is a nice spacious bedroom, and I do put my sim self in here, so the fly through will be coming up really shortly. Stay tuned for it. It's like 2.5 minutes of basically vet gameplay. So I do a little machinima and everything, and it's really, really cute. And it's my sim self just because I'm too lazy to build a family, and you couldn't fit a family in here anyway, could you? Anyway, Fly Through, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everyone that was part of this collaboration. It was so much fun, and we need to collaborate again very soon. Bye guys.